Mr. Peter Esparza from JSerra High School. So wait, you were a running back, right?
Yes.
And linebacker?
Yes.
What type of 40 speed you got?
I ran 4.5.
Oh, I mean, that's all right, you know.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
all right.
it's all right. I think I was, 4.2, 3 or something like that on the 100. All right. All right. So Peter is a very, very impressive young man with a powerful story to tell. And academically, he is phenomenal. He has a 4.16 GPA in a very rigorous class load. But his story is much more than academics. And I hope you pay attention because this is a good one. I'm going to do my best to share the Cliff Notes version. Peter was raised in West Covina. We'll give a shout out to West Covina.
Yeah.
And he started high school, as like most of us in here, with all of his high school friends, right? All of the kids he knew from his childhood at Bishop Amat High School. That was just down the street from where you grew up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can imagine, local high school, living the dream with all his buddies. So before his junior year, he talked to his mom and he decided he needed to make a change. And some people would say, as all of us know, making a transition your junior year of high school, it's not an easy feat. So he went around because the change was necessary for academic reasons, right?
Yes.
Wanted to push yourself.
Yeah.
How many juniors in high school think about that and say they want to push themselves and move? So he left, he went around different schools, and he found the school that fit the bill to push himself. And that was JSerra High School. Now, I don't know if any of you guys know, but geography here, but West Covina to San Juan Capistrano in Southern California, that is not close. Everyone knows that. It's an hour and a half, roughly an hour and a half each way, is that correct?
On a good day.
On a good day. Okay. So he made the difficult decision and he transferred to JSerra to start a new challenge and to test himself. I imagine a decent sports program probably, helped out a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now Peter's a triathlete. He played football, basketball, and track and field. Now think about this. He left all of his friends, everyone he knew, to drive 1.5 hours each way to San Juan to go to JSerra. New environment, classmates, friends, teammates, coaches. Talk about change. Well, he joined the varsity football team, and I imagine life was pretty good, right?
Yeah.
You're pretty happy about your decision?
Yeah.
Okay, so far so good. During the third game of the football season, Pete was making a tackle, and this is where the story gets interesting. And one of his teammates was trying to tackle the same guy. But instead, his teammate's leg landed on top of Pete, twisting his ankle 90 degrees. I'm not a doctor, but that's not good.
It's not good.
It was a gruesome injury, an ankle displacement with a broken fibula sticking out of the side of his leg. We already ate dinner, don't worry, we're good. Yeah. Now Pete, I'm going to stop there, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So what was going through, actually, no, let's just start with what was going through your brain when that went down?
There was a lot of stuff going on in my brain. First of all, it was, why did this happen to me? I just came over here to better myself, and why all this all of a sudden? What am I gonna do now? I came here, not knowing anybody, and it's gonna be hard for me to get around to meet new people because I'm gonna be in crutches in a wheelchair. So, how am I gonna stay with my teachers? Come support my team, and also do my academic work. There's a lot of stuff going in my head, and it was all jumbled up in my head.
Well, needless to say, that was a significant challenge in Pete's life, and but he went to work. He went to physical therapy, strengthened the muscle, and the good news from the doctor was that it was a clean break, right?
Yeah.
And so the bad news is you're not going to be on the field for a year, right?
Yeah.
So he worked his tail off, and he got back onto the football field this year, and according to his coach, was one of the most key players on the team and was an inspiration to all. So Pete, tell us a little bit about the lessons that that overall that you learned from this challenge.
I think the biggest one would be like never back down. You know, like when you're faced with challenges, you know, God does everything for us and He has a plan for all of us. So we need to face that, and you know, He's going to do everything in His power to help us get through it. But we need to work hard to get through it, because at the end of the day, He has a plan, and everything's going to work out fine. And I think that was the biggest lesson I learned. But there's also like other things that I need to get out of my shell personally. I need to go meet new people. You know, I couldn't be scared. You know, it was a new environment. It was a very scary place for me. But I needed to do what I needed to do in order to get out there and meet new people, so I could feel more comfortable in myself and in my environment.
That's awesome. So the story has I would say, a pretty happy ending, right? And yeah, good work, man.
Yeah,
good work.
you.
All right, you're not done.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. So now listen, Pete also, he took this, came back. Now he applied to, he got into 14 schools. It's a lot of schools. It's a lot of applications.
Yeah, a lot of applications.
Bless your mom.
Yeah, basically.
Bless your mom.
Yeah.
All right. So a couple of those schools you may have heard of. I'm not very good at spelling, but I believed it's pronounced Yale. Is that right?
Yale. But,
Yale?
I mean, whichever way works.
Cornelio?
Close enough.
Cornell, okay. But then somehow, Pete, I have beef with you, all right?
All right.
You ended up choosing OCYSF.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
What the heck is going on in your brain, Pete? Why did you choose USC over Yale?
I mean,
Do you have to ask that?
that's the question. I think I chose USC over everything because, I mean, I'm a Cali kid. You know, I just love the weather over here, like, first of all. But, you know, also, like, the reason I got through all this process and stuff is because I had the greatest support system, which is my family, and I didn't want to leave them. You know, being over there, that's too far from them, and I can't do that to them. You know, I want them to be here with me because I know they will always have my back no matter what. And they're the people that I can depend on the most in my life. And I would want nothing more than that.
That's awesome. And so, last question. I've been kind of tough on you, Pete,
No
but
problem.
you know, we're good, you and I. We're bros. All right. So you're going to be studying mechanical engineering at USC.
Yes.
I mean, easy degree, everyone knows. And you had a quote that really struck a chord with all of us on the scholarship committee. You said, "I remind myself that anything worth something comes with hard work." And that really epitomizes kind of your story to me.
Yes.
Challenge, overcoming challenges, and hard work. But what does that, when you hear that, what does that mean to you?
Well, I mean, I think that you have to work hard in general in life, but if you want something, it's not going to be easy, and I think we all know that. You know, you're going to have to work because what you want is the top, and the top, you know, there's so many obstacles you have to go through. But, I mean, overall, if you want it, and you really, really want it, then you're going to go do it, and that's what I love that quote.
Yeah, you're the epitome of hard work. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Esparza. Thank you. Hang on one second.
Give the student the mic next time. Give it to the
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, great job.